Hello, third grade. I hope you are doing very well. I'm coming at you again today from my office. I'm going to show you exactly what you are going to need to do this week to get into your eClass page to get your assignments for our digital learning days this week. I know there are probably going to be a lot of questions, so I'm going to go ahead and give you this tutorial so that hopefully it will make everything very clear and you'll know exactly what you're going to need to do. So I have borrowed one of my students' login information and I have set it up on my computer so I can show you exactly what to do today. So in order to get into your eClass page, you're going to need to have your student ID number ready and your password. You should have this in your agenda on a sticker in the front. This is a number we use all the time, and your password is something you use very often as well. So this should not be new information. It should be in your agenda. If you do not have it, just ask, and we will make sure we get it to you because it's going to be very important this week. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you are going to need to do is to go to Sugar Hill's main website. This is cut down just a little bit so that whenever we get into the eClass page, you'll be able to see everything you need to. But here is the home page for Sugar Hill. You're going to come over here. It's the very first tab. It says eClass. You're going to click there, and it will open up your main eClass page. Again, this should look very familiar to you. We use this quite often. Over here on the right-hand side, under the Apps tab, you see 4 icons. You're going to need this last green one that says My eClass Course Pages. You're going to click there. It will bring up a generic page for you. This is always a good place to check if you're looking for things about clubs and just different activities. Parents, these are great resources here if you are looking for extra things for your student to do this week. So just a quick FYI. Typing Club is always excellent. The username and password for it is right here if you need it. So it's already there for you. iReady is always available all the time also, so you can go in there as well. These are the pages you are going to need this week for your digital learning days. You are going to have specials activities that you're going to have to complete. So you'll see Miss Hong's page, Miss English, Miss Barnes, Miss Wilson. So these are things you're going to need this week as well. The one you are going to need for me is the Blackburn 3rd grade core. There's this one down here that says homeroom. We do not want that one. You are always looking for the one that says 3rd grade core. So for me, it is this blue one right here. So look for that. And we're going to click there. This just brings up our generic homepage for our core homepage. The main things you are going to be working with is this content button and the discussions button. There's a general kind of information announcement right here that the things you're going to be looking for are content and discussion. So always start right here with this book, this content one. This is going to be where you go to look at what your assignments are. So depending on what the last thing you have looked at, what it was, your page may look a little bit different than this one. You're going to want to come over here to the left-hand side where it says Table of Contents. There is one that is called Digital Learning Days. It should be the very first thing in this very big list that is over here. But if you click Digital Learning Days, you will get a page that looks just like this one. So you'll see that already I've set up our entire week. You'll see each day with the date attached to it. So everything is pretty much set up. It may change slightly as I make a few last minute changes, but for the most part, this is what it's going to look like. Right now, you cannot click on anything because it's just a basic setup at this point. You'll notice underneath here when it will actually open for each day. So I told you before that I would let you know what your assignments are the day before the actual day that you are supposed to go in and do the work. So Monday's assignments I have opening up at 4 p.m. on Sunday. Tuesday's assignments will open up at 4 p.m. on Monday, and so on. So I opened them up a little bit early in case you want to go ahead, get those assignments, work on them, and then post them whenever you need to. I know sometimes the website can get a little bogged down when everybody's trying to get there all at one time. So I went ahead and put it in there a little bit early for you. So at 4 o'clock, the day before each of these assignments, you should see these as actual links that you can go in, click on them, and look at the directions for those activities. You're not going to be having a ton of things to do, but these are the things you're going to be required to do for the week. Each day you will see that there is a special that you're going to be required to do. So you will look for the teacher's name on that main screen, and I'll show you again in just a moment if you need to, but where we went in and looked at Blackburn 3rd grade core, you're going to go back to that area and click on whatever special it is you have for that day. Once you get in and look at these directions, for example, for Monday, for tomorrow, we have a reading assignment called Gold Found in California. What you are going to do is you are going to read the passage. You're going to do the activity. To post and turn in that assignment, you're going to come over here to this discussion board. You'll click on that. Again, it brings up a generic Digital Learning Day forum. Right now, there's not anything posted for the Gold Found in California because, again, it hasn't opened up. I didn't want to overwhelm everyone with all the assignments at one time. So Monday, you will see the discussions for Monday. Tuesday, we will have a couple more things added, and so on and so forth. You'll see right here that these are ones that I've already set up. So there is a Digital Learning Day questions thread, and there's a what are you reading thread. So they will look very similar to this. It will be titled the exact same thing as the assignment. So you will go in and post the answers to the responses in the discussion thread. So I will show you how to post a discussion right now by showing you this Digital Learning Day questions thread. So you will click on it. It will have some kind of directions right here showing you exactly what it is that you're supposed to do. Right here it says start a new thread, so you will click on that. Give it a title, so you may want to put the title of the assignment. Maybe you want to put the date, your name, something like that. It doesn't really matter so much because I'm going to be looking in this box right here for your assignment and your answer. So the subject isn't super important for what we're doing right this moment. Just give it a title, it doesn't really matter. So you'll type in your responses in here. For the most part, I have asked you to put in the number of whatever you're working on. If it's a multiple choice question, just put A, B, C, or D. For the Gold Found in California, there is a constructive response, so don't forget about your RACER strategy, but you will type your response using your capital letters and punctuation and cite evidence, all those same things we've done in class. You'll type it into this box. When you've gone over everything, you've checked over it, you'll see this blue button right here that says post, and you'll post it. I'm not going to do that because, again, I'm in somebody else's account. I don't want to go ahead and do that, but that is the steps that you'll take to do it. So that is how that works. You'll start to see threads that are open and the posts that go into that right here. I've set it up so that you cannot see anybody else's posts until I've seen them first and that I've approved your posts first. So don't worry if yours doesn't get posted right away. It's just that I'm going to be looking at it before it's allowed to be put onto the website. Parents, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle, if you get in here and you are confused and you're not sure what to do, or you are confused about an assignment, that's what this Digital Learning Day questions thread is all about. So you're going to go into it just like we just did. Start a new thread. This is where the subject might be helpful, so if you are worried about an assignment or you're confused about an assignment, put the assignment name here and then ask your question or post your confusion here. This could be very helpful. It will be seen by everyone, but I think that will be helpful in that other people who might have the same question can look up their questions as well. But please use this as much as you need to. Please post things that you're reading this week. It's just a fun way of us connecting throughout the week as well. If you've gone to the library, if you have books at home, please feel free to post what you're reading, make recommendations so that maybe others can look into what you're reading as well. So again, just to review, you are mainly using this content and discussions board. We're not going to worry too much about this locker. This is a function we have not used a whole lot in my classroom, so we're going to stick with content and discussions. Content, once again, is where you're going to find all your assignments. Once we get down to maybe Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you may choose to just click on that day and it'll just give you the assignments of the day. But clicking just on digital learning days works just as well too. It'll just give you everything at one time. The assignments, once again, will not post until the night before. So don't worry, again, if you go in there and nothing's working. It's just because it hasn't been posted quite yet. So if it's here, it's already been set up. It just will not open up until the time that's listed there. So I hope that's been helpful for you. I hope this makes a lot more sense now that we've gone through it. But please know that I'm available through the discussion board, through email, through Dojo, whatever is easiest for you. I'll be around. I will be checking work throughout the day, Monday through Friday. I told you before the Blackburn children will be home, so it will be kind of a crazy day, but I definitely will be checking and approving work and looking over it. A lot of times I'll be looking at those constructive responses to see if any changes need to be made, those sorts of things. So just know that I'm available. I am around, and I'm available for any kind of questions that you might need for the week. So let me know how I can help you, and I hope you have a wonderful day and a great digital learning time. Bye, guys.